Okay, so today I'm going to take a look at these two WeTech MP5s, the SD and the Apache A3. And we're going to look at just the FPS. Now, the SD has a longer barrel, which in theory should give the SD a greater FPS. Let's take a look at how long the barrel is here. Much longer barrel. Now, if I compare by placing the Apache in the same position on top, see how much more barrel we have on the SD than we do on the Apache. Now I'm just going to put the suppressor back on. And get that nice and tight. And in these two magazines, one I have 0.20 gram BBs, and the other I have the 0.12 gram. So we're going to test out these two guns and see if there is actually an FPS difference in the two guns. Okay, now I recently did a test on the Apache A3 for FPS, and we were getting like 385, something like that, with the 0.20 gram BBs, and about 429 with the 0.12 gram BBs. So I'm going to start off with the 20 grams on the SD, and we'll see what we get here. $357. Oh wow, I have a low battery. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that brief interruption. Battery died on my Chrono. So let's start this all over again. All right, we have the SD, 0.20 gram, and 351, 349. All right, so let's move over to the Apache. Okay, fire in the hole. 283. I don't believe that's correct. 324, and I got this on 3-round burst. 324, 364, 356, what is that, 56 again? 352, and 353. I'm going to go right back to the SD to finish off these last two rounds. See what we get out of it. 343, 343, 351. All right, well, they seem to be pretty close to each other. Let's go to the 0.12 gram BBs. Okay, SD up with the 0.12 gram BBs. Fire in the hole. 405. I'm going to pause this and regas this magazine. Okay, I got a nice gas charge. And fire in the hole. SD 1.20 gram. 383. 385. 391. 401. And 393. I got to put a few more BBs in here. Okay, back over to the Apache A3, 1.20 gram, 1.2 gram. And let's see, fire in the hole. 272. That couldn't be right. Okay, 406. 406 again. 402. 400. 402. 401. 401. 400. 401. 398. Well, so far I'm thinking that the Apache A3 is outperforming the SD with the longer barrel. Not by much, but the numbers are showing that the Apache A3 is giving us the higher FPS rating. Now let's go with the SD once again with the 0.12 gram. I don't think that's correct. 327. 392, that's probably more like it. 379. 385. 386. 366. 386. I don't think there's any BBs coming out of here. We're empty. Hold on. Okay, once again, the SD. And fire in the hole. 398. 393. 387. 388. 380. So I guess I can conclude the test. I'm going to go back one more time to the Apache A3. And again, these are the 0.12 grams. 311, I think I hit the side. There you go, 409, 400, 402, 395. So it appears that the Apache is outperforming the SD. Now, honestly, I didn't expect that result. I expected the SD to outperform the Apache simply because of the longer barrel. Maybe on another video I'll do an accuracy test to see if that longer barrel gives any better accuracy than you get off of the Apache A3. All right, well, again, I didn't expect that result. I really thought that the SD was going to outperform the Apache A3, but I was wrong. All right, everyone. Hope this is of interest to you.